Sport Tonight, our last Highlanders profile for the season, Liam Coltman.
Right, Liam, you've had a short but very high-profile career in the last few seasons. A couple of questions that I'm asked about you. One is with the beard and the hair. Is it not hot to play as a prop?
It gets a bit warm, that's for sure, especially at this time of year in summer and with all the sun being out down here in Dunedin. But yeah, it's not too bad when you get playing, just douse it with a bit of water. It goes good.
Who came up with the image, or did it just think, that'll do for me?
Yeah, I just sort of had enough of shaving and cutting my hair, so I just couldn't be bothered and just let it grow.
It does make you very recognisable on the streets, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does tend to stand out a little bit.
The other thing that's captured the public's imagination is the smile. I mean, you always seem, on and off the field, that you love this game. Is that a fair reflection?
It is. It's fair to say. I always love to smile. I don't see the point of having a frown on your face when you love what you do. And I've always smiled ever since I was a kid. I just can't help it.
It's a good habit, isn't it?
It is.
Now, I know down here they like to see you as the mountain man from Otago, but you're actually from the Naki, ain't you?
Yeah, I was originally born up in Taranaki and then moved down here for uni, and rugby sort of took over after a couple of years, and stayed down here. I love it too much.
Let's talk about your schooling in Taranaki. What college?
I went to Francis Douglas Memorial College. I was there from Form 1 right through to 7th Form.
First 15?
The last 3 years, 5th Form, 6th Form, 7th Form. Yeah.
And what sort of rugby college is it? Because it's not one that leaps off the page as the top one.
No, it wasn't. They're starting to work their way up there now. They're starting to play more against other high schools and whatnot. But yeah, when I was there, we tended to play under 20 competition and club rugby. And then, so we only ever got to play a few college matches.
And what players do we know of around the traps that come from that school?
Well, Conrad Smith, he's the first one that stands out in my head. He's done very well for himself. And,
so you at school, you wouldn't have been at school at the same time?
No, I wasn't at school, but there was a couple. Scott Fugerstaller, he's at school. Shane Cleaver, Bowden Barrett. All the Barrett boys played with both Bowden and Kane. Yeah.
That's a talented family, isn't it?
What?
And there's others to come, isn't there?
There is, they got a couple more younger brothers coming up through the line. All very talented players.
So were you and Bowden in the same first 15?
Yeah, last year, I think. Last year he was just starting out. Right. Yeah. Very talented player.
So small school, but big talent.
Yeah, exactly. There's been a few boys starting to come through the woodwork now that have been at Francis Douglas.
You all get on all right, the Barretts and the Coltmans?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, they only live just around the road from us now, up in Taranaki. We all get along.
All right, let's talk about the choice of university. Why Otago?
I'm not too sure. I had a mate down here and he said it was great surf and great fun, and the rugby club that he played for at Alhambra Union there, he said had great feed, so I was sold.
It's good enough for me.
Yeah. I was pretty keen to come down. So, yeah.
Just before we leave the Taranaki scene, did you play age group for Taranaki, any of the levels?
Yeah, I played age group all the way through from open weights because I was a bit too heavy when I was younger. But under 16s and under 18s.
Yeah. What about Taranaki squad as a first class squad? Were they looking at you, talking to you?
Oh, they were talking to me back and forth, but Otago at the same time doing the same thing. It just came down to the fact that I enjoyed it too much down here. I was down here for uni as well, and decided I just liked it way too much down here.
I think we're all glad of that. So prop hooker, you've done both. What's your preference?
I prefer hooker. I don't know. I just enjoy the role a bit more. It's a bit more freedom. Get to carry the ball a bit more, but you still get to do the dirty work and smash a few rucks and they're right in the middle for the scrummaging, which is good fun. But yeah, I'm happy to switch over to prop, but it's essential that I have to.
It's one of the attractions, isn't it? The fact that you can play multiple positions.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose it comes in handy for the coaches sometimes. But yeah, do what I have to do, sort of thing.
Is that tight and loose head? Can you play all three spots or?
Oh, it's been a long time since I played loose head, but I prefer hooker and tight head.
Right.
Yeah.
Still a couple of handy strings to your bow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you come down to Otago to study what? Did you come down to study East?
Yeah, I did actually come down to study. Yeah. I'm still about halfway through a P degree now. Just slowly working my way through that now because rugby's taken over. But yeah, I was doing a Bachelor of Physical Education. Yeah.
So what club did you join when you got here?
Lambury Union. Yeah. We're in the middle of town. Great guys, great atmosphere at the club. It's a real family atmosphere. They look after you really well. Always a good feed on after the game. So
there's a theme coming out here. I think you like your food. Is that fair to say?
It is very fair to say.
It's good for everyone to know. Okay, let's talk about when you started to be noticed by Otago selectors. Was it fairly soon after you arrived?
No, not really. I just sort of came down and made the academy down here.
What year was that?
2008. Yep. It was a wee while ago now. So I just came down here. I was in the academy for a good 2 or 3 years and just sort of plodded away. Got to train with the Highlanders every now and again, and same with Otago. But yeah, it wasn't until pretty much 2010 when I made my debut for Otago, but I managed to make the under-20 side for New Zealand.
Well, the big year for you, ITM, was last year, obviously, wasn't it? Because you had lots of game time and lots of free-ranging running and some good hard yakka and lots of tremendous amount of game time.
Yeah, it was a great season last year. I mean, it was just not personally as well, but I mean, the whole team, like everyone, just great mates and still are, and I'm pretty sure most of the boys are coming back for this year, which I'm really excited about. It was my best season for Otago, just the atmosphere and everything. No one was too big for their boots or anything like that. It was just everyone was there to play rugby and have a good time.
They feed you okay, obviously. That was important.
Yeah.
But the one thing about the game last year, Otago played some really expensive, some really exciting games, especially here at home, didn't they? And that seems to suit you, that mobile nature of the game.
Yeah, I enjoy running around the paddock and getting my hands on the ball every now and again, and getting to crash into a few rucks is always good fun. But I just think it's credit to Tony Brown and his new style of coaching. And the boys that we've got in the team, I mean, there's some good pace with the likes of Bucky and Tony Ensor, and those guys at the back are just absolutely dynamite. And then you got some real dynamic forwards, really. I mean, with the likes of Sam Anderson-Heather at hooker as well. He's absolute powerhouse when it comes to running with the ball, and TJ Ione, he's just incredible.
And you dug yourself out of some holes this year, didn't you? You get some good comebacks. So it shows that the team's really got some fortitude.
Yeah, that semi-final against Tasman, the boys really showed a hell of a lot of ticker, and really pulled it out at the end there to make sure we secured that final.
What have you learned from Case Mews? Because he's got a bit of experience behind him.
Yeah, I've learned plenty of Case over the last few years. Playing with him and having him as a coach, he's got a wealth of knowledge. He's been there and done everything, and just every little thing that he says ends up helping you out at some stage. It might not be straight away in the next game, but it might come 3 weeks later down the track where the guy does something that you haven't had him to before, and Case knows how to fix it. Sort of thing.
Yeah. How to fix most things. All right, let's talk about non-rugby stuff.
Yep.
So I'm sure you do things besides eating outside of rugby. What would they be?
I'd sort of been getting into my pig hunting a bit now. So down here, I'm also trying to get into a bit of deer stalking.
There's a few of you in the team that like to shoot.
Yeah.
Defenceless animals.
There's a few boys that like to go out and get a feed out of the bush, which is it's really good. Hopefully going out tomorrow for a bit of a small walk around with a couple of the boys and hopefully get some pork. And, I also enjoy the old surfing down here, which is awesome, especially during winter. There's not too many guys in the water, so you can have it to yourself.
Surprise.